What's the most ridiculous dating preference you've heard of? 1. My friend claims to only want to date Japanese girls, despite not living in Japan or any community with a Japanese population. Furthermore, he has never even met a Japanese girl. His opinion is based solely on watching anime. 2. Dude wanted a Japanese woman who spoke Spanish and cooked Mexican food. 3. A woman I knew mentioned she was looking for a man who made at least $500,000 a year, and was also an artist type and not a workaholic. I was like, I think those items are in conflict. 4. Only dating people with a specific astrological sign or birth date. 5. A buddy of mine said he only wanted to date Korean girls. One of our mutual friends at college tried to set him up with her roommate, who was an exchange student from Korea. The next day she asked him if they were going to see each other again and he said no, she didn't fit his standards. Turns out the only Korean women he wanted were K-pop idols. 6. Met a woman who confessed her hobby, restoring old cars, repulsed most men because it's not a feminine activity. I thought it was attractive as hell, and we had lengthy conversations where I did some research, asked questions and listened to her talk about her passion. She ended our exchanges when I casually told her I wasn't proficient with tools, and her justification being, a manly man knows how to use tools. 7. Not the most ridiculous, but I got a good laugh when my friend said he wanted to set his dating profile to exclude girls with small dogs that can't breathe well. 8. I heard about someone who refused to date anyone who didn't have at least 10 houseplants. 9. I once heard someone insist their date must have the same brand of toothpaste preference. 10. I work with someone who only wants to marry someone from her church. Not her faith, her physical church of 20 people. 11. A kid I worked with said that he wanted to date someone who was physically fit, worked out at the same gym, had a certain style hair, drove, lived by herself, and there was a whole host of other preferences. We did the maths, and there were roughly 5 people in town who met that list. 12. My only requirements are they must be green and live in a swamp. 13. My wife's best friend doesn't last long in relationships because she's waiting for the perfect man to come along. Perfect features, makes good money, treats her like a queen. No flaws whatsoever. She's living in a fairy tale. 14. I once knew a woman who wouldn't date a guy because the back of his head was too flat.